Hey guys, AnatuTech here again. And if you've ever thought about searching through your ChatGPT entries, your old ChatGPT entries, probably because you've been using it a while and you have a lot of entries, and sometimes you just want to go back to a conversation you had previously. But this is me doing that on my ChatGPT, and this is not ChatGPT 4 or anything. This is the normal ChatGPT. So let's say I want to search for a conversation I made about software. Software. Oh, now you can see it goes to the first conversation it can find, and it opens it up and it's highlighting software, and it's showing me all conversations where I had a discussion about software. So this is not just all. With this interface, you can see this is your normal ChatGPT interface. Just simple, straightforward. But this one that I'm using right now, it's much more sophisticated. There is continue button, there is regenerate response, continue generating. You can export your chat, this specific chat, as text. You can export it as JSON. You can export it as Markdown. All right, and then there's this button up and button down buttons placed together here. The interface is quite a bit different. So how do you do this? Please hang on to the video. I'm going to show you everything, how to set this up so that you can search through. I think this is one of the most important features that we haven't seen officially come from ChatGPT, especially for those using the free version. I'm not sure for those using the paid version. I don't use it. So now you can search through your ChatGPT entries, and it's just so lovely. It searches through all the entries and gives you this feedback. You can see, let's say, honestly, JavaScript. And see, it searches through my entries. I have quite some number of entries, like over 300 conversations on my ChatGPT, and it instantly searches through it and shows me all the conversations where I have mentioned JavaScript. All right, so this is awesome feature. Now, how do you go ahead to activate this? I'm going to switch over. This is my Microsoft Edge right here, browser. So, but on my Chrome, I have my normal ChatGPT running here, and you can see this is normal ChatGPT. There is no option to search or anything. Cannot be doing this. And so if I want to find the previous conversation I had with this machine, I'll have to manually do this, right? I have to manually scroll down all the way, or probably let's try Control F. This is software. I think that might work. You see, I'm using Control Find to do this now, right? So I'll have to scroll down again. Make sure I scroll down, because it doesn't load all the conversations on the left pane. It loads based on your scroll view. So you can see I have to do all this manually. But if you don't have that time and you need something to simply search your ChatGPT and also give your ChatGPT super strength, what you need to do is to go over to Chrome Web Store. That's the extension store. If you're using another browser like Edge or Mozilla Firefox, still go over to most of these browsers have an extension for them to use Chrome Web Store. So the extensions that are available on Chrome Web Store will most likely work on maybe Edge, Microsoft Edge browser, because you can actually find Chrome Web Store inside Microsoft Edge browser. So when it comes to your Chrome Web Store, you search for this superpower chat, or you can see it pop there, ChatGPT. So this is the one I'm using. I don't know if any other person offers this. Actually, I've seen another extension that offered this capability, but it's a paid one. So funny, it just allows you to search 20 times, and then after that it's a paid one. But this one here is called superpower Power ChatGPT. It's made by superpowerdaily.com. You can see it gives you much more power. So when I click on this now, you're going to see add to Chrome, because I'm yet to add this to my Chrome, ChatGPT on my Chrome. So I'm going to do add to Chrome. It's going to ask me. I'm going to say yeah. And you can see it has loaded and it has added to Chrome, and it automatically opens ChatGPT. You can see it has taken me over to ChatGPT. Now, if you look at here, first of all, it's going to give you all this. Sometimes it gives this pop-up. Just going to close this. It's just some information. Now, you can see right here at the lower left side of my screen, just under my name and my profile picture, you can see something rolling here. So it's syncing. All right, so you can see syncing conversations to your computer. Some features like search and folders will be unavailable until sync is complete. So you can see it's syncing here. I've had 343 conversations, chats with this ChatGPT. So you can see it's now syncing them all. So it has to sync them all to pass through the extension and whatever technology that is running behind it, so that it can be able to give you this extra capabilities that you need. So you can see the website with super chat daily, FAQs, all that. So you can, if you want to get more information about that, you can go ahead and do that. But back to here, you can see it's a bit slow, so you might want to go ahead your business and come back to this. Like, let's just look at some of the capabilities that this has on my other browser, my Edge browser, where I already have this installed, so that by the time we finish talking about these capabilities, that should have done. So you can see you can do your news chat, but unlike the normal interface that you have here, when you do news chat, you have this. So you can turn on this, turn it off. Now, when you come here, you can actually select what model of ChatGPT you want to use. There is this Turbo free for free users 3.5. There is this unofficial ChatGPT 4. You can try that out. All right, but underneath here it says only available until June 14th, so that might have been taken down. Then there's ChatGPT 4, that's 2K token limit. Okay, so 2K token limit, so it's unofficial anyway. Then there's this ChatGPT 4, that's 2K unofficial also. So if you want to try out ChatGPT 4, you could go ahead and move around this. So then there is this default tone here. So it's crazy that it's actually makes this small. This is my normal ChatGPT. It doesn't have those kind of settings, all right? But now you can see, you can actually select the tone that you want this to speak in, whether it's clinical, concise, cold, confident, cynical, empathetic, and what have you, all right? Then there is this language. You can actually select the language you want this to speak, to communicate in, and that's crazy. And then there's default style, all right, the writing style, where you can select whether you want a default, academic, creative, critical, descriptive, expository, poetic. This is just crazy. All right, we don't have all the time to start testing out all these things one after the other, so I'll leave it to you to do your test, and then go on the comment section below and let me know what you find. Okay, so let's say other things that you can do. So normally in your normal ChatGPT, you don't have this other feature. This feature allows you to add a folder. All right, so let's say software dev searches. Now let me say chat. Like say good. All right, so for conversations, I can now search my conversations where I said software, for example. Okay, now I can actually take this and put it, all right, I can actually drag this into the folder, my software dev folder. All right, that's how crazy this is. Let me see. So this says drag the conversation into here. So I can actually, let's say, bootstrap, or let me look at one of these. I don't know, let's say, okay, let me drag this, and you can see I can actually drag this into this software dev chat. So I can use this to actually segment the kind of searches I've had. All right, and if I want to, I can delete this chat, this folder. When I delete it, it's going to delete what I have within that folder. Right, so I can also change the color of the folder so I can differentiate it from others. All right, so there are a lot of things you can actually do with this advanced one. Okay, so you can check this my prompts history, for example. You can search, you can share in community prompts, you can delete, you know, you can import prompts, you can delete the ones that are not your favorite, you can favorite prompts. There is just so many things you can do. You can actually check for community prompts, see what other people are sharing, right? Prompts that other people have shared. So there's just a lot you can do. Okay, and then it improves the interface. Like you can actually favorite, all right? You can favorite certain prompts and conversations you've had. You can export. You can export as text. You can see it's giving me the option to download that. You can export your conversation as JSON or Markdown format, and the list goes on and on and on. So there are a lot of things you can do with it. So I encourage you to go ahead, test this out. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. This is still generating. This is currently at 96 over 343. So it should give you a clue as to how long this will take. So it's the more the number of conversations, the chat you've had, the longer this is going to take. But at the end of the day, this is what my interface is going to turn to like. All right, so that's the fun thing, that you can actually have one interface. You can have maybe on your Chrome browser, not using the extension, and then on this other browser, maybe on your Edge or any other browser, and you're using the extension, depending. Personally, I like to leave in one, not using the extension, and then I'm using the extension on one. Sometimes I just want to compare what kind of conversations, kind of feedback I get from the chat. So let me know, guys, what you think about this whole thing. For me, it's really cool. It's really cool that you'll be able to do this, and I hope that the official ChatGPT will be able to make this search feature available to everyone. This superpower ChatGPT is pretty much like, official WhatsApp and GB WhatsApp. GB WhatsApp gives you much more powers to use your WhatsApp, while official WhatsApp rolls things out years after GB WhatsApp has made it available. So let me know what you think when you try this out, and if this video helps you in any way, remember to hit that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and definitely make sure you drop a comment, and also support the channel. If by now there is a support button, do click that button to get me some support. And also, if there's no such button, check the description panel. I always add a link to get me a cup of coffee. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Anatu of AnatuTech. Make sure you follow me on social media at Twitter and Instagram at AnatuTech. And you can also search on TikTok and other social media, and will be available there by the time you're watching this video. Thank you for watching. Oops, it's 15 minutes already. Have a nice one. Respect and keep taking.